The Smart Hashtag 3 is a new compact EV. It comes with a Mercedes background, developed and designed by Mercedes guys, now owned 50-50 by Mercedes and Geely. And from this Geely background, there are also the other siblings like the Volvo EX30 and the Zeekr X. How good is this one here? And how is it different from the Smart Hashtag 1? And can we just get rid of the hashtag? Ah, maybe, yes. So we can also just call it Smart 3. Take a look at it in the front. It's Thomas and Autogefühl in 4K, full screen, full length. Let's go. Light strip goes all the way through. We have a matte bright blue color here called electric blue. And then this air intake style in the lower part. There's just a little one in the very lower part. There will also be a Brabus version available and with higher performance figures. This will also have a distinctive look in the front. The length at 4 meters 40 or 175 inches. That's 13 centimeters or 7 inches longer than the Smart one. Also a little bit longer wheelbase. And if you compare it to the other siblings out there, the Zeekr X is just a little bit longer, but hardly any difference. The other ones are smaller. Here, 19-inch wheels. The Brabus version would come with 20-inch, and you usually start with rear-wheel drive, and once again, the performance version, then all-wheel drive. 3.7 seconds would be the all-wheel drive acceleration, 5.8 for the rear-wheel drive, both actually pretty quick. And here, have you seen it already here in the side profile? This one is clearly a Mercedes design. I think you can directly see that. In the rear, light strip from the left to the right, and the top speed will be 180 kilometers an hour or 112 miles per hour. In the lower part, we have more contrast, and overall it's a very clean design indeed. And there will be also a hidden opening button for the trunk, soon more to that. As for the battery size, 62 kilowatt hours net, that's for all the models. It's of course not the biggest battery, but then again they also try to keep the price down, so it will range somewhat, very roughly, between 40 and 50,000 euros, depending on which version you pick actually. The expected range, well, it's of course always the difference between official figures and what's really realistic. So my estimation at this moment, maybe some 350 kilometers or 200 miles. Of course, we will deliver a driving test soon to that as well. As for recharging, it's interesting that they also offer 22 kilowatt AC charging and then 150 kilowatt DC peak. And then from 10 to 80% state of charge, you'll go in under 30 minutes. And now let me show you the goodbye and opening ceremony. You can also take a look right here. It's nice animation and also the turning indicator integration like here. There we go. Once again, the hello. Well, about the light show in the rear, this is this welcoming function once again. It's also pretty cool, like reminds me of like Kid Knight Rider, doesn't it? Yeah, Michelle is also nodding behind the camera. And also here the turning indicators, slim integration, actually quite cool, the whole light design, isn't it? That all worked with this round key fob. I mean, why not, being a little bit different, also good premium quality actually. And when I open the vehicle here, you can see the otherwise flush door handles come out. Reminds me a little bit of Jaguar F-Type, doesn't it? With a badge here, this is like actually three-dimensional, so really nice premium details. So I'm very positively surprised about that. I always love to hear, feel, see these details. Then also door closing sound. Wow, that's impressive, because frameless doors and you still have a nice door closing sound. That is very rare and takes a lot of effort and build quality. Then there's here this soft touch leatherette at the inside of the doors. And a very clean design, yet we have real window levers, and also how smooth they react. The window reaction to the pressing of the button is very convincing indeed. Actually, large door pocket. This is then the hard pack material, but it is integrated in a way that has this seamless design. Once again, also very much attention to detail. Then this is here the so-called premium interior. This would be the high trim. The low trim would also come with a leatherette steering wheel and leatherette seats. Here, however, in this trim then, they are still coming with animal skin parts, which is of course not fitting to the rest of the sustainable approach of this vehicle. The Brabus, by the way, would come with microfiber on the inside of the seats. Then seating position. Well, it's a compact vehicle, but still leaves headroom with 189 or 6'2". Steering wheel has a very smooth process, up and down, in and out. You can almost do like with 2 fingers. Like, that's how well built this is. So I'm really really surprised by the good build quality. And this is no comparison to past smart models. It's like a completely different new brand actually, and especially as for the build quality. Interior cockpit overview. Wow, look at that. First of all, which car does it remind you of? Tell me in the comments before I tell you. So time to write now the comment and then see if you agree with my verdict. This is basically almost taken like, from a past generation Mercedes AMG GT with these vents here, and then also this opening, isn't it? And the cool thing is, once again, clicking, closing and opening here for this inductive charging pad and USB-C charging. So the build quality is just amazing, and it's actually better than in recent Mercedes vehicles. I can really say that. Here, once again, clicking sound with the air vents here. And look how they did the transition between this, like the dark element, and this is the bright, like this matte silver style. Also not the high gloss black piano lacquer and stuff. And then you have this seamless transition here from the bright to the more black area. It's a great idea indeed. I don't really agree with the color combination with the brown here. That might be better in a different way, but the rest here is like, can really applaud them for that. Ambient lighting here, we can directly switch it, and then you can also see how it adapts directly. So you have a lot of possibilities for that. Then here in the middle console, once again, nice clicking and cup holders, also adaptive. And here another storage, and it's also with a cooling function. Then you have this separate slot here for your charging card. You can always store it like that for the charging stations and so on. And listen to that. Glove box, it's also properly dampened when it falls down. And there's also an additional storage here underneath the middle console. That is, however, a little bit prone to scratches, I see. On the steering wheel, we have real buttons, also with a good quality, so no hashtag capacitive BS here. 9.2-inch digital instruments, really slim, but definitely do the job. And you also have a head-up display. 12.8-inch infotainment system. I always prefer real climate knobs. You have to change the temperature right here, or with the voice control, for example. There are some hotkeys in the lower part, for example, that lead you to the setting of the recuperation. Here to the E-pedal, like one pedal driving feeling, or driving modes. And when you switch them, then in the instruments, the digital instruments, you also have these sounds and these animations for that. Then this left control here, actually quite good overview where you can switch the different modes and so on, all the settings for the sound system. This here with the optional beat sound system. They always get here with this hotkey or go back again. Range meter, that's optimistic definitely. And then there's a home screen like this, but also this app menu structure. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto will also be featured. Oh, and here we have the clear proof that the door handles were taken from the Jaguar F-Type. And you also have this 360-degree camera. So this is, of course, just a faked image of the vehicle, not the actual one, but the cameras around it, they build up this camera image then. Rear seating area. This is the seat as I would be driving as a tall driver, and I still can sit behind. So it's actually good usage of space. Remember, it's not a long vehicle at all. And also headroom is no problem here. This is a fixed glass roof, and there's also no additional cover. There's also always, of course, a coating, but still it might get a little bit hotter. What I love is these details here. Look at that, the ambient lighting integration at the back part of the seats, and also the separate climate unit here has more ambient lighting on the inside. The color can be adjusted as well, and also clicking sounds for this unit, USB-C, USB-A charging underneath. And more details like this one here with the armrest, when you press that one down, like the feedback acoustically and also haptically it gives you when you put it in the lowest position, also adaptive. Yeah, that's actually quite nice. Inside of the doors in the rear, by the way, here this is hard pack. The upper part is also soft touch. Always important with EVs, does it have a frunk? It does, a small one. Oh, that's cute. However, it does have one, and it also fits then a charging cable if you like. This is really a contest of the best integration or best hidden integration of a trunk opening mechanism, and it's really inside the A. You can really not see that. That's nice, isn't it? So there we go with the electric hatch. 370 liters. See here also there's this manual cover like this with rails, and the width is a little bit less than a meter or 40 inches, and the length about 83 yeah, it's about 83 centimeters or 33 inches. And I've already folded one part of the seat here, like 1/3, 2/3 split. There's also a ski hatch available. In the very front here, on top, you also have another storage for charging cables. How you like the Smart 3? Tell me in the comments, and let's now compare it to the Volvo EX30 and the Zeekr X.